The meaning of 666. The concept of 666 has several meanings, since the number 6 represents the structure of matter transmitted by human consciousness. The life generators contain infinite information about the totality of matter, whose structure is symbolized by a six-sided cube. These 6 sides correspond to the 3 spatial dimensions: length, width, and height in the 3-dimensional world. In nature, this structure also manifests in 2D as the hexagon, a symbol of matter derived from water. The numerical meaning of 666. The number 666 represents the symbolic count of human births within the cycle of the life generator. It is the sum of the 2 eras of the human incarnation cycle, through which the cyclical project develops. Each 6 corresponds to a specific phase in the transmission of consciousness. The first 6 corresponds to the 6,000 individuals placed into the dimension already as adults, directly by the generator of life. They constitute the first era. These represent those born directly from the generator of life and are the parents of the self-born, those who did not want to wait. From these arise other self-born individuals. They are the parents of those who wish to become allies of God Satan, but could not, since only 200 million could belong to the allies of God Satan. They too belong to God Satan. The difference from the allies is that, at the beginning of the portal opening, the 53rd year, God Satan cannot yet communicate with them mentally, but only through a bridge formed by the allies. This remains possible until the completion of the consciousness network, which occurs in the 182nd year. These latter self-born individuals are therefore the parents of the allies of God Satan, who will in turn also become the children of the allies. This first era ends with the birth of the 60,000, an event that marks the beginning of the portal opening in the 53rd year. The third 6 corresponds to 6 million reincarnated people, born both on their own and through God, Satan. These 6 million represent the completion of the project, a communicative flow that begins with God Satan, transmitted mentally to the allies, and then verbally communicated to the self-born. The self-born reflect and retransmit the project back to the allies, generating a cyclical communication. After the 53rd year, allies and self-born become interchangeable. One can be generated through the other. In the Bible, symbolically, the cycle is completed in the 182nd year, when the entire network of 6 million comes into being and mental communication opens to all. Symbolic meaning. The number 6 million has symbolic value. It represents the very structure of matter, recalling the 6 sides of the cube and being identified with the number 6. Thus, 666 becomes the numerical code of the project of incarnated reality, of mental transmission, and of the falsification of reality through the network of consciousness transmitted by God, Satan. This deciphering shows that 666 is not a negative number, but is closely connected to the complete cycle of births. In the collective imagination, however, it has taken on a negative connotation because of its association with the beast described in Revelation 13, as it also represents the mental network through which God, Satan, can communicate with everyone. It is not the number itself that is negative, but rather the beginning of his degenerative work. Biblical interpretation and ciphering. In the Bible, the number 666 takes on a particular meaning when analyzed through numerology. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9, a number associated with the beast. In Hebrew, 666 is written in letters. By summing the letters, the numerical value corresponds to 45 equals 9 and 47 equals 11 equals 2, which indicates separation. According to the ciphered code, numbers, when summed, should not exceed 10. With the Sophit letters, the numerical value increases by 2, shifting the name of Shem from 7 to 9, indicating the beyond. That is, the pre-existence, the opening of the portal. The numerical value 11 reduced to 2 signifies separation from the life generator. This refers to the 182nd year, in which the sequence of 666 concludes. From the perspective of the code, The sum of 666 returns 18, which reduces to 9, the same number associated with the beast and the concept of the beyond. Furthermore, the numerical value of Chi means both living and beast, a term that can refer either to God or to Jesus Christ. The completion of the numeric sequence from 1 to 10 within the ciphered code leads to the concept of the opening of the portal and the pass-through. At its completion, the sequence turns negative, altering human consciousness and allowing the entrance of evil into the material dimension. All of this is indicated in the Bible, hidden within a ciphered code, and transmitted through the Abrahamic religions, as well as other Eastern cultural traditions. Therefore, the number 666 should not be seen exclusively as a symbol of negativity.